Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Like always, before I start these videos, I do want to say, um, uh, please like, subscribe, and comment. I can't believe I blanked out right now. Actually, let's comments because I want to see what people wanted for TA. SL Silvergate. Damn, I thought more people asked for TA. Well, actually, let me see. Comments that I have responded to. I guess we'll throw in outrageous as for Pepe, so we'll do that one. Sorry, I should have looked at this before. That's me commenting on a bunch of stuff. I want to see if anybody did. Really nobody asked for TA. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people asked for a bunch of TA, but I've gotten so many people. Oh, there we go. So UNG and Boyle. Okay, I'll throw that in there today. And I should have probably taken the time to look at this. Sorry, guys. Man, I didn't realize a lot of people. I didn't realize a lot of people like actually commented and stuff. If anything, I'll add UNG today, and then I'll probably add Silvergate or SMCI and Crowd. Okay, cool, awesome. Also, if you want to join the Patreon, there have been a lot of people joining the Patreon recently, which is fantastic. And again, that's because I am planning on not dissolving my current Patreon, but I'm planning on dissolving or migrating all of my strategies and all of the stuff that I teach to my own website. Right now, the Patreon's about $10 a month, which I think is honestly a pretty ridiculous offer, to be honest. That's all going to be migrated to my own website, and at minimum, I'm going to be charging like $750 to like $1,000. So if you guys want, it's more of a cost opportunity for anybody that wants to join, to be grandfathered in. Go ahead and join. It's www.patreon.com/butimnotatrader. Again, you guys get access to all my indicators, to all the other strategies that I have. Help with support and resistance, all the videos that I have going on, essentially. Super powerful stuff, right? Super powerful tools. Anyways, I do want to get started with this. Essentially, I'm still TA-wise, right? I'm extremely bearish. I do think that TA-wise, it does show that we're going to go all the way back to 405 and potentially a lot lower than that, right? If you look at the 8-hour closed back here, right? And we did have that massive dump in the last, I think it was today earlier at 12 in the morning, right? At midnight. So you did have this retest up here, and then boom, we had a massive drop all the way down to 410. Roughly, that would put us at like a 408 SPY, I think. We can actually check right now where it's at. So it's at 410. Yeah, earlier you probably dropped to maybe like a 10-ish, something like here, right? But the real important thing today is CPI. And I think, honestly, I have no idea what to expect. I would want CPI to come in hot just because I do want the market to drop. As of right now, you are extremely bearish, right? You're still running sideways on that two-day bear trigger. You have a 3-day bear trigger, right? You're going to close a fresh 3-day bear trigger today in about 9 hours, right? And then again, a 4-day fresh in about 5 days. The weekly is going to be closing this week on Friday. So real quick forecast of what I think is going to happen, right? So usually what happens is I like forecasting based off of these last closes. So close was from close to 316. So you drop 31 points. From here, we'll go from the top, wick, 31, 37, again, right? You dropped in 14 days, 28 days. So let's do a $31 drop in 28 days just to be on the safer side, right? So you're going to be closing today. So let's grab that high wick, right? 28 days, $31, right? 31 bucks. And again, that puts us exactly at where I want us to be, right? At 385, right on that uptrend right there, right? And if that uptrend breaks straight flush to like 379, 370, right? And again, that's just regular forecast on a weekly trigger. And if this closes, which I'll tell you guys on Friday, right? If this closes The smart thing to do is to be buying puts for like late May, early June, right? And on the safer side, probably mid-June, right? So you can have some time left on your puts. And the forecast would be 385. It's as simple as that. So as of right now, everything does look extremely bearish. Of course, that's very reliant on what happens on CPI today. If we come in hot, then obviously we're going to drop and we're going to continue drop. If we come in really, really, really good, then really strong chance that today you could possibly even see 416, right? So it really just depends on the news later today in about, I think, 30 minutes or so. I'm biased towards the downside because I want it to go down. Do I have an idea where it's going to go? Absolutely no idea. I have no idea where CPI is going to go. Everything seems like it's still going up, so my guess would be higher CPI. But again, I have no idea, man. I have no idea how to predict this. Let me see if we can have consumer price index for all urban. Where's this at? 301. I forgot what it's called. Consumer price index for all urban 3031. Consumer price. Yeah, I need to remember this ticker, man, because CPI. I remember you used to say something like CPI 1,000, something like that. I don't know. I don't remember what the actual ticker symbol was for that, so it's kind of hard to remember what it is. Even if I just do like CPI, right? CPI, continuous, yeah. Consumer price index, or, what about inflation? This one? There we go. I'm pretty sure this is going to be it. So, as of right now, we are sitting on, you did break. I mean, if I had to do TA on this, you broke this support here at 526, right? So the next level for us would probably be going back down a little bit lower to this like 470-ish. So my guess actually is, because you have a lot of resistance here, a lot of support, my guess is you probably actually go a little bit lower. Just looking at regular price action on the CPI, which is absolutely insane, right? And you do have a lot of support here, and you might pop again to like maybe 5.3, but again, it's all, you have a lot of resistance here, right? A lot of support, but really it's just anybody's guess. I have no idea. My guess is that it continues to go down, because that's been the trend ever since June of last year, right? Ever since June, you've just been trailing down, and there's no reason for me to think that we're not going to continue trailing down for now. Like right now we're at 5. My guess is that you can probably drop to like 4.7 today, right? That's my guess. I have no idea we're going to bounce back up, no idea what's going to happen, but that's really it. So again, until CPI comes out, if CPI comes out bullish or it comes out high, I think that we're going to drop down to like 405 and to 385 continue. If CPI comes in a lot lower today, really strong chance that we pop to like 416, which is absolutely insane. With that being said, let's go chart. Let's do it backwards, right? Let's go chart crowd for you guys. And what the heck? Crowd strike. No way, crowd. Did crowd really just start trading? June 2019. What is this? Dude, what the heck? Oh, you know what? I think it was running the month I was looking for. I was like, why is it doing that? Yeah. So on the week, does it have any major? I mean, you're on resistance right now. Honestly, you're on resistance right now. I think the next level for crowd would be up here like 155. So if you do manage to actually break this to the upside, you're going roughly, I guess, to like 155 or so, which is, yeah, it's a pretty basic naked chart analysis here, right? You're looking at a 20% rise right now, or you're looking at new lows, right? But if I had to guess, let's see, are we on trend right now? I want to see if we're actually on trend and what's going on. So Oh yeah, you're respecting that trend. I mean, daily. Are you respecting it? Let me see. Let's go a little bit higher because that's where it is. There we go. Yeah, you're respecting trend. You're still respecting trend. So it's really very simple. If you break out of this trend, you're probably going to 155. My guess is because you have a gap here down at like 123. My guess is you sell off towards earnings. So you probably do something like, I don't know, you probably sell off towards like earnings, like something like this, whatever. I don't know, like that. And then you maybe pop or you break lows depending on earnings and stuff. So I think you're going to sell off. I think from here, especially from this trend, you've been respecting it for quite a while now, right? So this is very just simple. Like since April 22nd, yeah. You've been respecting this trend since April 22nd. There's no reason for you to break this. And on the weekly, you're actually still pretty bearish on the weekly, right? So yeah, there's no reason for me to think that you're actually going to break this to the upside. If you do break this to maybe like 140, come back and retest, I think that's going to be the right spot to actually buy crowd. But for now, it does look like you're going to sell off, and then dependent on earnings, you'll pop back to trend and sell off, or you'll pop all the way lower to maybe like $100. So yeah, it's very simple. I would probably take that. I'd take the short all day long, right, on the crowd. I take the short all day long, at least back to gap fill at 123 or even lower to like 116. If anything, I'd buy puts all the way towards earnings. It might come back down and then run towards earnings and then drop or shoot to the upside. But I think for now, you're going to sell off just because you already hit that trend. You're not beating these highs, right? So essentially what's going on here is they're probably creating another minor trend like right there. So my guess is you have like this little minor trend going on there. So you could sell off here, maybe to new lows, come back and retest. I don't know, something like this, right? But either way, I think you're going to come right back down. It's very likely. Let's go to UNG. Natural gas. Oh, I mean, I could just do oil, right? Instead of natural gas. US oil. And really with oil, I want to see here. Yeah, with oil, I'm 100% bullish. We already closed that bull month back here. Again, you're trading down, but it's extremely difficult for me to be bearish on oil when you have this month trigger on the bull side, right? So last time you closed this month trigger, you ran from 37 all the way to 129. And yes, you are trading under that trigger, which was, the close was 76. You're at 72 now. I don't see it as that much of a, what is it called? I don't see that much weakness, not yet at least, right? You're on a bear week, which again is bearish, but I don't see that much weakness yet, and I want this level. In order for us to actually go lower, I want us to break like 62, right? So as of right now, you're starting to bounce a little bit to the high side, and you haven't really broken the lows of like May 21st, August 21st, and then also December 21st, right? So you kept breaking these highs. Again, you're right here, still haven't broken these lows. You broke this low. So, you want to see what's happening right now as far as price action. And, we just do like a high level analysis. It's really just a couple of ranges here, right? You have this range here, right? And then you also have this range up here. So like that, probably. So you're right now you're trading just within range here. I think at any point it gets back to 64, I'd probably, get into longs. Or if you break out of this 83 level or even the 75 level, really good chance you're probably headed all the way back up towards highs, right? But again, if we do this, if we run into the highest wick, oh yeah, I mean this definitely looks like it's gonna run. I mean you already retested, right? You already broke, came back down and retested on the weekly, came up, came down. I say for the most part, I'm pretty bullish on oil overall. And I think the next level for oil is going to be $92. So I definitely, all this whole thing, I definitely look at longing oil right now, back to $92, especially after this break, right? Break, retest up, came back down, you wicked all the way back up, and I think you're headed to like $92. I don't know the time frame on this, but it definitely looks extremely, extremely bullish. You might trade sideways here. So this might actually come back down lower. It looks like you might actually come back to 64. So at any case in point, if you actually retest a 64, I'd 100% long it from here and then see if it actually can run up to 92. So maybe set up like a long position at 64, maybe a stop loss at like $61 or whatever, and then ride this to infinity, essentially, right? CMS, I think someone said CMSI. CMCI? CMSI? No. Oh, a Silvergate. Let's do Silvergate, which is essentially silver, right? Yeah. So I don't think I need to do Silvergate. I can just do silver directly. XAG, let's do silver. Silver. Man, I haven't looked at silver in a long time. But does it like reacting to the monthly? It does. It does like reacting to the monthly. The weekly, I think silver is actually going to sell off. And again, you're on, basic uptrend, right? Very, very simple. You're on an uptrend right here. Yeah. My guess right now, because you're going to be closing that sell-off on Friday, my guess is you do something like this and then pop again. Or you break this trend and you're going back lower to, these lows right there, right? So either way, I think you're going to come back to like a $21 silver. I definitely open shorts, maybe for like 3 months out. Expect to hold a long time just because silver does like, and you're on previous resistance right here, right? So you're a lot of resistance right here. So I would definitely short this level, right? 100% short this level. I definitely think you're coming back down to like a $21 silver, which again, for Silvergate, I'd expect the same thing. I'd expect a similar drop, right? And then when you get back to these levels of $21, I'd probably look for more longs here. As of right now, forecast, or let me see the original forecast. So original forecast was here to here, and then run it here, run it to here. Yeah, that works. Look, you already hit your target, essentially $26, right? So you already hit that $26 target. So if anything, I would expect you to drop all the way down, back to here, right? And then when that hits, next target, right? If you do want to take longs, next target, you're probably going to look for, right? Perfect. See, next target would be somewhere around this range. Somewhere around that range, right? And this is just an example of what divergence looks like, which is one of the strategies that I trade. And again, these setups are already like pre-made for everybody, right? So again, it looks like you have a lot of resistance here at $27, a lot at 28, a lot at 29. So because you do have a lot of resistance at 29, I would actually take this long, right? I would expect it to run all the way back to $29 after actually you hit these lows. So again, unless you actually break this trend, right, go down, retest, and come back lower, my guess is silver comes back all the way down to 21 and then eventually goes all the way back up to $29, which at this level, maybe this plays out in a couple of months, but you're looking at a 40% return on silver possibly in the next couple of months. And again, silver is a very, very, very long-term trade. So if you want to be safe about it, I'd say on the weekly bull trigger, right? Because it respects it extremely well. See how it respects it? Let's go down to like the 4-day. 4-day, respected it. 3-day, you had 2 entries on the 3-day. So I think for confirmation, you had 3 entries on the 2-day. So I think for confirmation, it's a lot safer to assume that you can buy on the 4-day. So if you actually like come back down here, maybe you bounce a little bit and the 4-day activates or the 4-day triggers, then that's your cue to buy, and target would be like $29, which would give you somewhere roughly a 40% return. But anyways, today, SPX, no idea where it's going. It looks like it's probably going to keep dropping to the lower end. Again, that's just based off of TA, but it's CPI. No one has any idea of what's going on. So with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoy the TA. Longer video than usual. Join the Patreon. Support my sponsor, myself, at www.patreon.com/butI'mNotATrader. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.